Hello and welcome to A Course in Miracles, Workbook, Lesson 21. I am determined to see things differently. Now yesterday we looked at Lesson 20 and it said, I am determined to see. And today we have, I am determined to see things differently. So here we're bringing our desire and determination into the Course. And yesterday we read sort of a spiritual truth that says, you can see things differently, and you will. Here's the law. What you desire, you will see. Such is the real law of cause and effect as it operates in this world. So today, we're continuing with the determination to see, but not just to see, but to see things differently than the way we've been seeing them. Because according to the Course, most of us probably are not seeing the real world, or we're not seeing with the eyes of Christ, they're called. So the idea for today is obviously a continuation and extension of the previous one. I am determined to see. This time, however, specific mind-searching periods are necessary in addition to applying the idea to particular situations as they arise. So we're going to apply this idea to particular situations as they arise in the day, but we're also going to do some mind searching. We're going to really look into our mind and see what some core beliefs or core thoughts that we are holding on to, because it's our thoughts that are showing us a meaningless world, the Course says. So we need to get to these thoughts. Unless we change our mind, like the Bible uses the term repentance, which really just means, it doesn't mean, oh, I'm so sorry for the things I've done wrong, have mercy on me, I'm just a worm, a sinner. No, what the word really means is to turn around or to change your mind. And so that's what the Course is working on, is changing our mind. It's a course in mind training, because it's our thoughts, and some of them have been there for years and years and years. Our thoughts are showing us the world that we see. So if we want to see a different world, our mind needs to be changed. So specific mind-searching periods are necessary. It's necessary that we spend about 5 times today searching our mind and see what comes up in there. In addition to applying the idea to particular situations as they may arise today, 5 practice periods are urged, allowing a full minute for each. And it says urge, so it's urging us to do this at least 5 times today. In the practice periods, begin by repeating the idea to yourself. I am determined to see things differently. Then close your eyes and search your mind carefully for situations past, present, or anticipated that arouse anger in you. The anger may take the form of any reaction ranging from mild irritation to rage. The degree of the emotion you experience does not matter. You will become increasingly aware that a slight twinge of annoyance is nothing but a veil drawn over intense fury. And I can attest that that is true. I've always kind of thought of myself as a very not angry, peaceful, people that I knew in college. I see them on Facebook and they're, oh, I always remember you as such a peaceful person. But I found out over my life that a lot of that was just stuffed down inside of me, and really so much that it was just an annoyance. But it was really veiling intense anger, and that's what we want to really get to today. These things, and in the course, everything is basically equal. Like, there are no degrees. It's either on or off. You're angry or you're not angry. A slight annoyance, rage, it treats them both the same, because the answer to both of those, whether it's a slight annoyance or intense rage, is the same answer. Which is the answer is what we're going to discover in the course. So the degree of emotion you experience does not matter. You will become increasingly aware that a slight tinge of annoyance is nothing but a veil drawn over intense fury. Try therefore to not let the little thoughts of anger escape you in the practice periods. Remember that you do not really recognize what arouses anger in you, and nothing that you believe in this connection means anything. So you may have gone to an anger management course. You may have read books on anger management. But the course is saying to everyone, nothing that you think you believe in this connection means anything. You will probably be tempted to dwell more on some situations or persons than on others, on the fallacious grounds that they are more obvious. This is not so. It is merely an example of the belief that some forms of attack are more justified than others. And this is a key lesson here. We in the world kind of don't notice that. But the Course says no form of attack is justified. But we kind of are taught to believe that some forms of attack are justified and some forms are not, given the, what the other person did to us. Like, oh, that's not too bad, I can forgive them that. Oh, that is unforgivable, kind of thing, But this is a belief that the Course is going to deal with and get to, our belief, our conditioning, that some forms of attack are more justified than others. And as you search your mind for all the forms in which attack thoughts present themselves, hold each one in mind while you tell yourself, I am determined to see and name the person differently. Or I'm determined to see and name the situation that has you angry differently. Try to be as specific as possible. You may, for example, focus your anger on a particular attribute of a particular person. Like, every time that person does such and such, it just pisses me off. So that's an attribute. Like, everything else maybe you like about the person. Maybe it's your spouse or your significant other, and you really care about them, but some of the things really piss you off, So if that happens, believe it'll show up, and believing that anger is limited to this aspect. So a lot of times we think, okay, my anger is just limited to this one aspect that the other person has that really gets under my skin. But that's a belief that we need to look at too. Is that just it? Just this one aspect? If your perception is suffering from this form of distortion, and the form of distortion is believing that just one aspect of a person is angering you, and that's all, then say, I'm determined to see and name the attribute and name the person differently. And that's our lesson for today, lesson 21. I'm determined to see things differently. Very powerful. And I wish you all the best today. I hope that your life is free from all pain and suffering, and that you enter into the joy of living from this moment to the next. Aloha, and I'll see you tomorrow.